and welcome. I'm Tim and this is TimBatSea, and we are in New Haven and we are at the inside berth over here. So if you look at the chart, there's a dock right here, there's a unit out here, and we're on the inside. And if you look, there's no water over here and very little water over here. So we've got the barge and push gear. We've got to pull it out like this, bring it out here, and then get on the wire. We can't get on the wire at the dock because then it will be alongside the barge, and you know, if we had it heads and tails, and if we came around here, we'd get too close to that shoal over there. So we're gonna back it out, get it out in the stream, put it on the wire, and head up to Providence. So apparently we have a whole bunch of new viewers to the channel, and the new viewers are always saying, I don't understand, what are you guys? Are you guys a tug, or are you a barge, or are you a ship? We are a tugboat, and we are pushing a barge, and right now this is the stern of the barge, this over here, and this is called the notch. We're in the notch. We've got a safety line here, we've got a headline here, safety line here, safety line on the other side. And then these right here are Spectra push cables, and they're actually almost twice the braking strength of wire the same size. So that's really good. Before we had Spectra, we would have wires, and there were a lot of back injuries and shoulder injuries with guys trying to lift those heavy wires up to the barge. This barge holds over 2 million gallons of product. Right now we're moving jet fuel, and they've pumped off a whole bunch over here. That's why the barge looks light, but there's still over 500,000 gallons in the barge, and we'll be taking that up to Providence. So I'll get a little walk around here so you can see how this is. People will say, oh, show us how it's made up. Well, it's made up on these push wires, or push cables, Spectra cables. They come around here, and we call these things the shivs, and they roll around. The black part is to reduce chafe. One of the problems that Spectra has is that it suffers chafe, and especially under the loads that we have. So you can see that we have it connected to the main drum of the winch, and the winch pulls us in. So we're going to go and back out. You can't see it, but this is where the shoal is. We're going to back out. We're going to go over here and get out of push gear and get on the wire. So it's a beautiful morning here in New Haven, and we're just waiting on our assist tug. So I'm kind of give you an idea what's going on over here. Here's the dock right here, and obviously the barge is right here, and then we've got this other unit over there, and we've got to come around and roll around this corner and get out and put her on the wire out there. We've got a new mate trainee here, Jack. Jack has been the AB on the other side, meaning for the captain that relieves me, and he's been doing an awesome job. We're going to miss him as an AB because he was one of the best that there was, but that makes training really, really easy, because he seems like the guys that are really good on deck usually do pretty well in the wheelhouse, and it certainly has been the case with Jack. So you might hear me tell Jack stuff. My style of training is something that I've gone over with all my trainees, but especially Jack, saying that I will point out stuff that he's probably well aware of, but it's just important for me to continue to tell them my thought process. What problem here with my okay, there we go. Teeth on the clamp here. Okay, there we go. So right now we're just waiting for the assist tug to come, and when they get over here, we'll start getting underway. Okay. Our assist tug's coming around. Jack's making arrangements with him right now. I got you. the barge. And then as we come out, he'll rotate around, you know, as we rotate around this part of the dock here, there'll be just enough room, because there's a little short stubby one, and there'll be just enough room to keep him off of that shoal that we can't see over there, but we can know that it's over there. So that's what we'll be doing.
Yeah, I actually still got water right here, so I'm okay. I mean, I don't want to get any further than this, but yeah, you just twist off the end of that. We'll be there for you.
I got you.
Did he say he's shoaling up?
No, he was saying he's still got water right there.
Oh, good. I thought he said the other thing. All right, good deal. This boat's a tractor tug. You can see he doesn't have a winch on the back. He's got a winch on the front just for ship work. And tractor tugs, instead of having a rudder and rudders in the back behind the propellers, they have what they call, I think the technical name I think is an aziopod, but it's basically an outboard motor, you know, meaning the lower end that can go and rotate a whole 360 degrees. They're extremely maneuverable. They can go just about as quick sideways as they can forward or back. That might be a little stretch, but they're amazing tugs. And I get a lot of comments in the you know, a lot of people say, "Wow, you should have a tractor tug when you're doing bunker work, and you should have a tractor tug." And you know, yeah, we would love all that stuff, but people forget that, you know, this is a business, and although Jack and I don't own the business, somebody does, and businesses are in business to make money. And
Hi, Jack. Got a line.
Alright, line's up. Alright, guys. Yeah, you can go ahead and start taking them in.
Alrighty.
yeah, so the millions of extra dollars to pay for that kind of propulsion system, along with the maintenance and training and all that sort of stuff, doesn't always justify doing it when we can do 90% of our work.
Hey Cameron, if you could watch my stern back here just for a second. We got to slide back, make sure I get some coverage on this thing. I just don't want to get behind it.
Alright.
So what Jack's talking about right here is there's a, see that little fender down there? The barge has a rake that goes like this. So even though the corner looks like it's going to be fine, we can't see, we don't want to get that thing stuck underneath the rake. So Jack's going to come back, and as soon as he gets that on the flat part of the barge, then he can start backing up. That's what he's talking to the deckhand about.
We're going to be heaving the stern off of this thing right here, right?
Or the midship.
More so around midship or something like that. Not so much a stern, but like I said, I just want to make sure I can slide back and get some kind of decent coverage on that corner there where the fendering wraps around. So, you know, I don't want to get the stern inside of that yogi that's down there.
Right. Okay. All right.
So you can see the quick water from the assist tug going straight back, and that means that both of those pods are pointed so their propellers are going that way. And like when he goes to neutral, they'll have one point that way and one point opposite, so they cancel each other out. Your old buddy Tim has never run a tractor tug. Always wanted to, but they say that you got to throw everything you know about boat handling out the window when you run one of those. It's very different. I have a friend and somebody who watches from Sweden. He runs a tractor boat in Sweden, and he when I was talking with him, he keeps threatening that he's gonna come online.
All right,
yeah, I'm gonna start backing up here, get some coverage on here, and we'll start coming around.
He says he's gonna come over and show us how he learned how to do everything and all that. So hopefully he'll come on board. All right, so here we go. We'll call it 8:05 underway. Jack's doing his thing, and if you notice, Jack is looking out the window. What he's doing is he's watching that corner to make sure that we don't get stuck on there. Oh, you already did it. Good man. Well, you're way ahead of me. And you see how Jack's lifting the stern off just a little bit? Deckhand's watching it.
I'm just dead slow.
assist tug says he's just dead slow, just pushing on us as slightly as he can.
Slowly falling off, still touched up on the GOP here.
That's what we want. Yeah, I think you're probably, if you're, yeah, it looks like you're,
About a foot off it now, stern.
yeah, I think you're on the flat now. When I say the flat, I'm talking about the flat of the barge. Jack, I'm gonna make a security call for you, alright?
Alrighty, you got good coverage of it now. You said you want it midship?
Yeah, just about.
Alrighty.
Security call, tug Anacostia getting underway.
Still holding about a foot off it.
Motiva in New Haven. Be coming off the dock in push gear, getting out into the channel, braking push gear and getting on the wire, and be outbound for sea and the race. Tug Anacostia checking on any concerned or opposing traffic.
I don't want to get too much further back here.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Like I said, I think you're going to put that almost halfway. Because look, this line right here is the 13-foot line, and so I think I think you're going to be fine. The more you get, the longer you'll have him. Yeah, and see how you're rotating it like that? That's perfect.
So you go stop.
No, just keep it, well, unless you don't want to push up against there. If you keep pushing up against it, I would say have him keep pushing and roll right around. If you were doing it alone, I would say you're right. But since you have him, use him.
Starting to fall off here in the stern now. About 0.5 in the bow.
Okay, yeah, I'm good right now on the bow. Just keep me updated on that caisson back here by the stern. Eventually, I'd like to kind of touch up on there and just really roll around it.
Alright, well, you're slowly falling off of it, holding about 2 foot off of it now.
Everything's looking good, Jack. You're doing a great job.
Still slowly coming off, holding that good 2 foot.
Ask the assist if he's good like this, or does he want you to come back more?
Hey, on the Greg, how you lining up over there? You all good?
Yeah, I'm still good. I'm just dead slow here, dead slow head.
Okay.
I just wanted to give him the opportunity that if he was getting nervous about the water, he'd tell us. Beautiful, Jack. Beautiful. Looking great. Make a call on 16 while you're doing it, Jack. You're doing a great job.
Still closing in on it, about to touch up.
Security call, Tug Anacostia, getting underway from Motiva, New Haven. We'll be coming out into the harbor and breaking tow and getting on the wire and outbound for sea and the race. Tug Anacostia, stand by 1316 for any concerned or opposing traffic. So it's my evaluation right now that, and I don't mean this is, I didn't come to this right now, we've been thinking about this for a while, but Jack is at the point of his training right now where he knows just about all that he needs to know.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty much going to get directly flat with it and just back straight out of here, so keep an eye on it.
Alrighty.
It's my personal belief that Jack's abilities are greater than his confidence right now, and I don't mean that he's not confident about it. I'm just saying that he's apprehensive because he understands the dangers and the risks involved. So right now, part of his training right now is just redundancy, doing things over and over and getting more and more familiar with the process. Okay, so Jack, I'm not too concerned about it, but the bow is going to be swinging over this area there, so you might want to start backing up a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The bow is going to be in the bad water now.
Slowly falling off of it now.
Yeah, you could probably start backing out here.
There you go.
Yep, yeah, I'm coming back now.
Just keep twisting as you're backing.
So we take assist tugs not only to assist us, but they also come with.
Holding about 3 foot wide on the cell here. Still coming in.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and close it up a little bit.
They come with a lot of local knowledge. And although I had worked in this port for 10 years, things changed. That was 14 years ago when I used to work in here. Obviously, I've been in there and been in here since then with this company, but I'm just saying it's always good to take the local advice. And when you hire an assist tug, they help you and they tell you little tricks and tricky spots like this. So Jack, I'm just looking at the
Yeah, if you
predictor
could,
line.
just keep twisting.
Exactly.
To the left.
That's just what I was going to say. Yep. I think he wants you to twist the other way. You got the. You got to do a right twist. So flip your engines. There you go.
Looking good. Holding about 5 foot.
Beautiful.
Back over there.
There you go. Now at this point, you can tell him he can do whatever he wants. You're just going to back up, come out of here like a cork out of a bottle.
On the Greg, you can probably go on stop. I'm gonna go ahead and start backing out here a little harder.
Okay, I'll stop.
And tell your tell the deckhand to stand by his line, and that we're
Hey, Frank, if you could go ahead and stand by the line on that Greg too.
On it.
Yeah, pull your tweak.
Frank is talking over the assist tug.
Some folks in the kitchen.
There you go. Give her a good shot.
Straight.
Because if the bow comes around, you got him there to stop you. You know, so
You're looking good.
doing a great job. Everything's fine. We've got no traffic anywhere. Made our security calls. No wind, no tide. Ideal. So the only thing we're going to worry about is having him check up that bow. And in fact, you could have him do that right now.
All right, on the Greg, if you could just give me minimum ahead again.
Minimum ahead.
Because that bow's going to keep going right over to the shoal. Keep backing all the time.
Holding about 40 foot off that cell now. Looks like you're clear.
And if the minimum ahead doesn't do it, you could tell him to check me up.
On the Greg, just go ahead, give me easy ahead real quick.
Easy ahead. I'm in good shape here too.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good. And the bow's slowed down right now, so you're looking better all the time. I'm looking at the mast on the barge, seeing it slowing down on the shoreline on the other way. So now Jack's coming straight back, and the predictor line is verifying that. You're looking good, Jack. So look, if you got...
All right, I'll stop on the Greg again.
Stop and hold.
Perfect. And you can tell the Greg to let us come by him and get on the other side and explain to him that we're going to be making up on this side.
All right, on the Greg, you can go ahead and take in your line. If you don't mind, we're going to have you come around on the port side. We got to get made up on the wire out here, and we're just going to kind of have you stand by if that's all right.
Okay. All right, take it in.
Beautiful. Good job. Doing a knot and a half back. Everything's looking good.
I guess you want to be like up around here.
No, right in the center is fine. There's no wind, there's no nothing, and he's going to hold us. But just try to get pointed,
Yeah.
Try to keep coming around, twisting around to the right so you pointed out the channel.
Get shit in real quick.
Awesome job, Jack. That was great. And don't worry about hitting him with your bow. You would do that with a regular tug, but a tractor tug, he'll be able to always stay out of your way.
Yeah, you should be able to scoot out.
Exactly. You
Hey
can,
Jake, you gonna want them to throw a headline back up?
Yes,
whenever they
a
come
midship.
to the port side?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get one around midship again.
Alright.
and for those
You want to
that
put it back up? All right.
Yeah, on the other side, on my port side.
and for those that are wondering, we usually don't do that. We're just doing this because we have a couple trainees on board working the deck and that sort of stuff, and we haven't made up on the wire with them. And so since we've hired the assist tug, we have them for a minimum time anyway, you know, meaning I think it's a 2-hour minimum. So there's nothing to worry about as far as the pilot's calling. There's nothing to worry about as far as getting build extra. So we're just going to use him right now to just kind of make sure everything goes well. If we have a problem on deck, if things take longer, we start falling out of the channel, he'll be there to help. So it's just an added layer of protection. All right, Jack, so I'm looking at the chart and it looks like you're right about in the middle of the channel. If you can rotate there and hold, that'd be great. Good looking tug over there. Love those tractor tugs. I think we always like what we don't have. I've never run one, so a lot of people like the looks of our tugs. I think our tugs look pretty cool too, but man, those tractor tugs are cool. Yeah, so like I say, he's not really there to do anything other than to help us if we have a problem. All right, tell our guys to come back to the tug.
Got their headline on now.
All right, cool. You guys can head on back to the tug, start getting that wire stuff ready. I'll be down in a minute.
All right.
A little bit more to rotate. We're going to be headed out that way over here. That's perfect. Got a 0.3 knots. You're not really moving too much. You got him as a plan B. Everything's coming together. The only thing we got to do before we leave is make sure that we get that bow stopped once we get in the right position, because it will keep rotating around on us the whole time. That's right. Guys, they know to take in the safeties. Good job. We have to tell the new guys everything. Somebody's on the ball. So once again, if you wonder what we're doing, we can't push. We probably can. Now that we'll get on the wire, it'll be flat calm. But usually when we get around Point Judith, there's a heave there. Anytime you get different bodies of water, from the water coming out of Narragansett Bay, Buzzards Bay, Long Island Sound, and Rhode Island Sound, when they all meet together, it gets a little lumpy and a little bit out of the parameter of what's safe operating for us in push gear. So to be on the safe side, we don't want to break down there when it's nasty. So since that's going to be, you know, I don't know, what's 8 hours from now or something like that, 10 hours from now. So we're gonna put it on the wire where it's nice right here and there's no wind. We have an assist tug to help us and so just to bail us out if anything goes wrong. Now Jack is putting his rudder the other way because the bow is still coming around, and so what he's doing is he's doing a left-hand twist to slow that bow down, which is exactly right. Jack's in the dead center of the channel. You can see on the chart plotter, everything's looking good. So when we get all stopped and we're all good, we're going to tell the assist tug to just stand by and keep an eye on things while we go and break out, and then we'll go up to the bow and go heads and tail and make up on the wire.
Alright, on the Greg, if you could, just kind of hang out there, stand by. Like I said, we got to get this wire hooked up. If you could, just kind of keep an eye on things.
Okay.
Alright, Jack, I'll see you down below. Jack, do you want to Do you want to break it out? You want me to break it out?
Don't matter.
All right. Yeah, I do. So why don't you get on deck? That'll be a big help. All right, because we have new guys on deck. Jack has done this a million times, so Jack's going to go down there and supervise, make sure that nobody gets in a bad spot. And what I'm going to do, I've started the winch. And did you have the steering on up there, or is this?
I turned it off.
Okay, so I got to turn it on. All right, good deal. So now I got to turn the steering on over here. We got the headline up to hold us in the notch while we break out. Steering's on. You ready? All right. Okay, so here we go. Come to the doghouse. All right, check my steering. My steering's working. Take control. Now I want to get the bow over to the port side. So I'm putting the rudder hard over. Click them in gear. Start it out. Now they're getting ready to get the base line out there, but I'm watching everything that's going on over here. Okay, he's good. Now I'm pulling that line out. This guy is taking in the port push cable. Yeah. Now while they're doing that, I'm going to use my belly to hold the rudder over while I get the rudder set to the other side so they can take in the other side. Now we're taking everything out. We're taking all the line out because we're going to have to pick up their Okay, so now I'm going to go up to the wheelhouse. We'll take in that other line. They'll break the wire off of the push gear and start getting it ready to put up to the other side. So I come over here, take control, steering over. Oh, looks like he already got it. Okay, so since he already got it, I look at the chart, make sure I'm in the center, everything's going good. I don't really want to work on it, and the reason why I don't want to work on it is it will make the barge go like this, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put you like this because I'm going to drive over. Frank, you can take in that bow line. Okay, so now we're going to back out of the notch. I look, before we backed out, we're doing 0.1 knots, so the barge is barely moving at all. Everything's working great. We're in the middle of the channel. Everything's fine. I got hard right wheel coming ahead on my port engine while I'm still backing on my starboard. Now the port engine comes in gear. I put my starboard engine in neutral. Now I'm clicking ahead and forward, and we go zooming off to the bow and spin around to get our line on there, to make up to the tow wire. It's nice. Usually we do this, the barge is all by itself. It's awful nice having the security of a assist boat there, just in case something goes awry. Okay, so we're coming up to the barge over here now. Put the rudder hard over to port. Start backing on my port engine. Try to flip this thing around. Come ahead on my starboard. Okay, now I'm going to switch steering positions so I can steer over here. You know what? I don't know what you're going to be able to see. Okay, here we go. Take control, got the throttles, got the steering. Now I'm going to come ahead with two engines so I get and straighten out my rudder so I get closer up. And I don't even think we're going to need a handy line. If they put one up, that's fine. A handy line just holds us in place, but because there is very little tide and hardly any wind at all, I think everything's going to be fine. So now I just need to get alongside, get the stern over there. So I'm going to start backing. Okay, so we run back here to take control over here. Takerman's ready. What I didn't tell you was I had looked at the chart plotter and made sure that we're still in a good position, and we are. I can look at the channel and see that we're looking good over there. Oh, you know what it is? I'm wondering why I keep falling off. The assist tug has this wash that's pulling us off. See the water coming by the... That's what's going on. So the assist tug's wheel wash is what's blowing us around. At least that's what I'm going with. So now I kind of really wish that we had a handy line, because a handy line would hold us right here in position. And like I say, I didn't think we'd have any of that quick water. It looks like it might have slowed down, so maybe he moved his wheels a little bit. Some more room. Move that up, around, and what he's doing is he's shackling that into their pennant, and that will pull up their bridle, and we'll bring it aboard.
Ready for it?
Send it. Okay, so I'm going to start pulling in on the slack. They've got some chafing gear, so where it makes the corner around there. Chief is telling me to stop because he's going to pull that. He's telling me to go nice and slow.
He's got this thing made off so it's pinched.
Alright, what can I do to help?
Just throw me up a knife and I can cut the line.
Alright, let's get him a line, guys. Get him a knife. Don't really understand that. Still looking at the channel here. The red's over here, the green's over here. I think we're looking good. He's got a line pinched. He's got to cut it with a knife. He doesn't have a knife.
On top?
Yeah. Good job, Cameron. Okay, so now everyone is going to stand clear because that bridle is going to go down into the water and it'll make that soft line get real tight. Now, I'm setting my rudder the other way because once the weight gets on here, it'll pull my stern over. And this way I can lift my stern out so the bow will stay in when that happens. So I'm going to just, there it goes. There that goes. There it goes. So now we're going to pull in. I'm watching to see what comes over the rail, but I'm also watching the chafing gear to make sure that we don't a thing. Now I'm watching to see if we fall off. You can see the guys working on there. Jack's over there helping them out because he's done this more than anyone has. And a good mate should be the guy that's training everyone anyway on deck. So that's, hey, Cameron, never do that again. He stepped over the wire, and you could see. Did you see Jack yell at him before I even hit the radio? So right now, what Frank's doing is he's putting a cotter pin in to make sure that the and bending it to make sure that the thing won't come undone. The nut. All right, now we need to get. Okay, so let me bring this in. This one out. Having a little trouble with the winch. I put it in out and didn't want to take it. I think I didn't do it fast enough. And you see Jack, he's on the safe side of the wire, so if the wire would come tight, it would go away from him, not to him. All right, guys, we all good? All right, on the barge, can you let the assist tug go?
Yep, I don't know.
Yep, let me know when you're all set. So while this is happening, I'm going to do a twist and start paying out the wire. So I'll stop. Wait for the wire to come tight so it pulls the thimble over the side.
Alright, I'm standing by the line.
Yeah, let it go. All right. This winch is acting really, really weird.
Okay, where do you want me now?
Out of the way.
Out of the way.
All right, so I don't know how we're gonna do this. Maybe I have to flip this thing upside down later. All right, so now we are going to back up. I'm gonna center my rudder.
Same thing, I'm standing by whenever you're ready for me to take the steering once you get around.
Very good, thank you. Keep paying out some wire. I'm watching the bridle. If the bridle starts coming up, that means I gotta slow down and let more wire out. Now I'm doing a twist. Can't see the barge right now, so I'm doing this blind, but I'm watching the wire. There's not a lot of protection on the wire, which is good. Okay, now I can see the barge. Everything's going good. Now, stop pan out. Now at this point, I've got to be careful because the wire is over by the side of the boat. When it goes back to the other side, I have to worry about it getting in my wheel, so I can only use my port wheel right now. So we're coming along. I should have been much further ahead on the barge. I don't really know why I did that, but it is what it is. So we're going to get this barge going all wacky on us. That's okay. Now I got to pull some wire out when it comes tight. So we're just going to go stop now. Just let everything fall in. I'm still rotating around. I want to use that starboard engine so badly, but I don't want to do it because the wire's over in that direction. Okay, now I saw the bridle lifting up, so I made it out a little bit more. Jack, you can give us another security call on 13 to 16? Yeah. Okay, Okay, the barge is starting to swing. Everything's looking good. I'm looking, I still got to come over a little bit more, but everything's okay. Everything's going good. Sometimes the hardest part of this job is being patient.
Hey guys, 805, 8 what, 40 maybe?
Yeah, I think that'll work. We can do that.
Okay, have a good trip. See you next time.
Yep, thanks for your help, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Cap. Appreciate it, man.
Have a good one.
Okay, so I think the wire has been getting hung up on the rubber fender, so I've been waiting for the bow to get over there. So now I think that the bow should get over there and pull away from our fender that it's been held up on. I still have hard left. There we go. Now we got it. We got it up and in the donut. And this is probably a good speed for us. So now I just got to be careful that I don't pop it out of the donut. All right, Jack, you can start steering.
All right, I got it.
So now the key is that we got to go nice and slow so that we start adding power to the barge and not having it go woo, 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 like that. Do you like how I said that? That's so easy to say. How'd it go? Woo, 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 woo. Okay, we may actually end up losing the donut here. There we go. All right, good deal. There we go. We saved it. So Jack is in, he's looking ahead of us, he's in the wheelhouse right now. The go all stop. Let the weight of the wire start pulling on the barge. Now I put 1 in clutch, 2 in clutch now. I hope you guys are seeing stuff here. I just pointed up, looking for monkeys in the trees. All right, 1 engine now, 2 engines now. All right, ready? Now we got tight, so I can start. Once it's tight, I can pull on it pretty hard, and it shouldn't bang too much. You know what I mean? That it's when you start, if the wire's down and then you come into the wire, there's that shock load. And so once it's tight, you can start adding a lot of pressure to the wire. Now the guys are safe, even though they're on deck. You see the guys over here working? They're securing the push gear right now, but they're underneath the Texas bar, so there's no way they can get hit by anything. You know what I mean? That it can't happen because the wire is on top of the Texas bar. Now we're off like a dirty shirt. All right, let me flip you around again. Okay, so I think this is not a bad length for us. So I'm going to put the interlock on. That means both of the brakes are going to be on right now. Oh, you know what? Frank, are you? Chief, you ready for me to pull up on the push gear?
Are we dogging it down on the H-bits like usual?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get that set up.
All right, good deal. Chief is out there helping, keeping an eye on the new boys. Here we go. On the other side of that buoy is like 2 feet of water. So Jack got us in the right thing, but Jack is up here, he's steering. Everything's cool. They're gonna get the push gear and they're gonna put it up here so that it doesn't get washed over the side. Outstanding job, Jack. All right. So that about concludes it. Here's a different sailing, a little bit of training, and I think Jack's gonna have to train me to do a better job getting on the wire. That was probably one of my least, or I should say, Ward Carroll would say, less awesome getting on the wire. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much. If you like these sorts of things, feel free to give us a like, a share, subscribe. Please subscribe. And if you want to hook me and Jack up at the airport, maybe you hit that super like and that super thanks, and maybe we can buy a nice cold frosty beverage at the airport. Or you can head over to Patrons. Patrons for $2 starts at $2 a month, and they really support the channel. They keep everything going, and they get ad-free content, early uploads, and private videos. So maybe we'll see you over there. And don't forget to check out SV Paquita. She's in the water, and we are making videos, and it's a whole lot of fun over there. You guys take care, be safe, and as always, I'll see you on the one. You got anything to say, Jack?
Nope.
He's a good trainee. He's listening, not talking.